Yes, this is not a dream. Wake your punk butt up and get online right now. Get online right now. Melo is in OKC with Paul George and Russell Westbrook. It is confirmed. Your boy Carcino has confirmed it. This is why they ranked OKC ahead of Cleveland. Remember when that happened last week? And I was like, who in the world? Why would they rank OKC ahead of Cleveland? We saw that. We were like, what in the world? Why would they do that? Of course they knew. That's why I'm telling you. They knew this was done. He was never going to Cleveland. You could forget that. He was never going there. He got traded for Doug McDermott and Enes Kanter and a 2018 pick. And he's only staying there for 1 year. So for all y'all telling me Kanter is good, he's a bum. They got rid of that bum. They got rid of Doug McDermott, another bum, and a 2018 pick. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Believe it, Patricia. He's in OKC with Paul George and Russell Westbrook. Houston, they couldn't make the deal. Houston didn't have enough, and they were not going to give up Eric Gordon. The Knicks wanted Eric Gordon. They would have took the Anderson contract, and they wanted some draft picks. Houston was like, no way, we're not giving that up. So they didn't have enough to offer. And they tried to do a 3-team trade, and it couldn't work out. So Melo got to the point where Houston was the only team he wanted to go to. They was like, look, you don't want to be in New York. We don't want you in New York. It's time to you got to get realistic. Houston, you just can't go there this year. OKC was ranked 5th last week. They were ranked 5th last week over Cleveland, and everybody freaked out, including myself. Why? And I'll say, did OKC get anybody new? Why would they be ranked 5th? I'm like, I don't like Cleveland. You know that. And they were ranked 5th out of all the NBA teams over the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were ranked 5th. And now this happened. They knew what was up. They knew Melo was going to OKC. And don't forget to subscribe to your boy Carcino too, so you could be up to date on all the information when it comes out. And hit that notification button so you don't be left out in the cold. They were ranked 5th out of all the NBA teams just a week ago. They knew Melo was going to OKC. No, that was a we just want you out of here trade. Melo didn't want to be there no more. He was opening his options to getting out of there before training camp. He didn't want to stick around. Melo will fit in real great on OKC. They have Melo, Paul George, Russell Westbrook. You have what's his name? Adams in the middle. So now they become an actual competitor now. They actually can compete. You have proven scores at the 4 and the 3 position. Can they beat the Golden State Warriors? Hell no. Hell no. They can't beat Golden State. It'll make the game a lot more interesting, though. Oh, why not Quentin Lynch? I'll tell you why. Defense. Has Melo been a defensive stopper at any time in his career? Have Paul George been a defensive stopper any time in his career? What about Russell Westbrook on defense? He's all right, right? As a team, do they play great team defense? No, Robinson plays good defense, but he's a liability. He's shooting like 30% in the playoffs from the free throw line. And from the field, he don't hit shots. But it makes your team depth more better. Because of the simple fact is your team can go deeper. You can go deeper in your lineup now than usual. I know this information came in quick, fast, in a hurry. We had other videos coming up, like posting while this was being done. If OKC was to beat Golden State, that would shock me. Because people don't realize how good Golden State is. That's the thing that y'all don't realize is defensively. They were not only the best offensive team, they were the best defensive team. And this is not a defensive core that's in OKC. Plus, you got to see how Russell Westbrook going to play with these guys as far as getting them better. Or you just going to have individual one-on-one ball play. See, people forget about these things. It's like the names are great, and I think Melo's going to have the best year he's ever played in his life. But you got to look at how they're going to gel together, how they're going to play together on the court at the same time. The chemistry that's got to be developed over time. It's a good fit, but you got to have a bench. Who's going to come off the bench to relieve these guys? Melo's in his late 30s. He's always been known as a ball stopper. When you throw the ball into Melo, he's just going to be dribbling the ball, doing what he do and slowing the game down. So you got to ask yourself, is this what you really want? Why are you ticked off? Somebody's like, I'm beyond ticked. Why would you be ticked off? You ain't want Melo to go there? Melo's gone. OKC, what's up? We needed him in Cleveland. You should be running out of Cleveland. Now, San Antonio, I would still rank them over OKC, as they have been in the power rankings. Oh, even with Carmelo Anthony, they are not better than Houston, and they're not better than San Antonio Spurs. Why? Because they play transitional basketball. Brad, I'm not out of my mind. I'm in my mind. They rank better than Cleveland, though. Now it makes sense. Who's playing guard with Russ? You still got Robinson out there on the floor. And he's not a threat to score. They just got him to defend guards. So you got Robinson on the team. You have Russell Westbrook. You got Paul George. You got Carmelo Anthony. And you got Adams in the middle. That's not a bad starting five. Because Robinson is not going to try to score. Robinson, yes, he's trash. He's shooting 30% from the free throw line. Should not be in the NBA. But hey, you got to live with him. At least they got rid of Cantor, who's a complete bum. And I was telling people last year, why wouldn't Kevin Durant stay there? Why would he stay with these bums? So now, these bums think now they got a championship. Well, that's good. Come on to the Western Conference Finals. OKC versus the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. Bring it on. Yeah, let him be a soldier over there with the Knicks. He can go soldier over there. Who's going to play the 4? Melo going to play the 4. They going to alternate. Melo's the 4. Paul George is the 3. That's how it's going to be played. Because Paul George don't go in the post. Melo does. But see, this is what people don't understand. Throughout Carmelo's career, he has never been a player to play with movement of the ball. When you throw the ball to him, it's like throwing it in the black hole. It's not coming back out. He's going to kill the shot clock, and then he's going to go ahead and get a shot off. That was the problem they had with him in New York. They felt he didn't move the ball enough. He might have 20-something points, but he don't move the ball around enough. Then you got Russell Westbrook, who they gave the same type of criticism to. Then you got Paul George, who wants to shoot the ball at the end of the game, even though he's never hit a game-winning shot. He still wants to take it. He said, Randall Wafer, what is you talking about? The USA team, yes. He played great in the USA basketball team. How long ago was that, y'all? What year was that Melo was playing in USA basketball? Do you know who he was playing with in USA basketball? No, not not that year. The year when they had Kobe, that was the best year he had. This USA basketball was just, it was a lot closer. But the year when Melo had his best breakout is when he had Kobe Bean Bryant, when Kobe Bean Bryant had to come back and win the championship because USA basketball was going to lose the gold game. And he had to bring that Mamba out with him, D. Wade, Bron, Melo. And Kobe had to come save the day. How am I a hypocrite when that's exactly what happened? Kobe Bean Bryant saved the day. I'm sorry. I watched the game. Kobe, he had to bring that Mamba out. That 24 had to come out and save him. All the superstars on the team, nobody could step up and do nothing when the game was on the line. When the game was on the line and they were behind, they needed them big shots. Who did it? 24. They turned to the old man and said, hey, we need Kobe Bean Bryant out here. We need you to pull that Mamba out. So anybody believe OKC can beat Golden State now? Y'all already know what I'm finna say. Hell no. Y'all already knew it was coming. You already knew it was coming. You didn't even have to ask. Can they beat Golden State? Can they beat the Spurs? Oh, OKC now with Melo versus the Spurs. Can they beat the Spurs? Hell no. Can they beat the Houston Rockets? OKC versus the Houston Rockets right now without Melo? Hell no. What's up, Jamaica? Jamaica very good. It's over with for the Warriors. You must be from Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is very delusional. You got people over there ready to kill each other over OU versus OKC game. OU State. To me, I'm like, that is the dumbest thing ever. But Carmelo Anthony is now a OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder, and they are going crazy in Oklahoma City right now. Literally crazy. Spurs got to stay healthy. I was saying the same thing. I was like, man, you know what? They got to stay healthy. But people don't realize the Spurs play defense. And there's only one basketball. Everybody forgets that. But it's one basketball. And when there's one basketball involved, you got to know that only one person's going to shoot at a time. It comes down to chemistry. How do you get your shots? What role, what positions they play defensively? Draymond Green can run the whole Golden State Warriors offense. If Steph Curry's not out there, you know you have one person that could run the entire offense. And that person is definitely that person is definitely without a doubt Draymond Green. If Steph's not in there, he runs the offense better than Steph. He tells people where to go, where they need to be in position. You need to be here. You need to be there. You need to be there. Philly's in the room. What's up, Philly? I see you. Sal Watson, Marvin. None of y'all don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so the next time we have these live chats, y'all can be notified. Y'all can come right on in and talk basketball. We got a video was coming up right now. This just interrupted it. We're talking about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, the competitiveness as far as the comparison as who had it the most. So that video is coming up like in seconds. So this was not designed as like I told you, news pop up, you got to roll with the news. And it is what it is. You got to keep it current. OKC. Right now, that's another tough one. Before, I was going to put Minnesota above OKC. Right now, it's tough. They're close. I got both teams better than Cleveland. That's just how much I don't think of Cleveland. Caesar Johnson. What's up, Caesar Johnson? So, Melo got traded for Doug McDermott, who just came there for a hot second, and Enes Kanter, and a 2018 draft pick. But everybody last year was telling me how great Kanter was. He was trade bait. That's all he was. Thanks, Caesar. Yep, they gave up nothing. But here's the thing. Carmelo's only there for 1 year. They did all of this for 1 year. Paul George is up next year. Melo's up next year. Where are they all going? Los Angeles. They're all going to be Lakers next year. Except for Melo. I don't know where Melo's going next year. Melo might not go to the Lakers. But this is why I told you they're going to get rid of the no trade clause. They're going to make every player expendable now because LeBron James has ruined the system. He has abused this system and ran it into the ground. I apologize for that. All right, we're back. So y'all tell me right now, y'all think OKC is better than Houston? They're better than the Houston Rockets right now. Delusion of grandeur. The Rockets are way better than OKC. Completely. Do y'all realize Houston have players on the bench? That's why they didn't want to give up all that for Melo. I trust Trevor Ariza is going to get you some points and that he's going to have to be respected on the court. I guarantee you that. CP injury, yeah, he will get hurt when the playoffs. He'll save it to the playoffs, then CP injury going to be on that sideline. Their starting five is trash. Who's starting five? Houston starting five is trash. Are you out your mind? Who would say something like that? Beverly was a big loss. Thanks, Corey Wings. That's why I tell everybody, make sure y'all subscribe so you guys will not be left out in the cold. Hit the notification button. And that way, you'll be notified when all the good stuff is coming up. Like right now, the Michael Jordan video's up. So that'll be there. There's a Knick fan in here. He's happy about the trade. We got Cantor. I was like, yeah, you got Cantor. Congratulations. You got Cantor. You got Doug McDermott. You got... yeah, if you want to donate. That's wonderful too. Oh, no problem, bro. You got Doug McDermott on the team, and you got a 2018 draft pick. So if you the Knicks, you really came up. You got something for basically nothing. You know, you guys, Melo was not going to help this Knicks team go any place further. That was it. Porzingis didn't want to play with him no more. It was done. Now Porzingis is his team. They're going to build a team around somebody that's going to get the ball to Porzingis. Which is not a bad move for the Knicks. Porzingis' problem is he shoots he's not your typical center. He don't just go to the post all the time. He plays like he does in Lithuania, wherever he's from. They shoot from the top of the key. You know, he's a 7-foot guard. Where he's from, he played guard. Him and that other guy that just came in the league. They got two guys. The guy that they just drafted, he's another Porzingis. Those guys can shoot. They're athletic 7-footers. Now, I agree. Carmelo's in the best shape of his life. He's going through a breakup. Nobody gets in a better shape. A breakup is the most motivation you could ever get to go out on the court and perform. So for 1 year, he's going to go to Oklahoma City and play. I don't think he has 2 years left on his contract. I think he has 1 year. And this is it. Now Lala, she gonna get buck wild now. Melo gone, she don't have to worry about her husband looking over her shoulder. She can get buck wild. She gonna be in New York dropping it like it's hot. The fact that Cantor is rated, that's funny to me. He's underrated. The fact he's rated, period. That's a joke. Oh, you know Chris Rock happy. Valentine Outlaw. You know he happy. All right, there you go, New York. Get Melo ass out of here. I tell you, I help pack his bags. I need some Lala. Get some Lala in my life. Good Lord. She done got finer and finer. I'm going to put her in my new movie. Kenneth Holder? You tell me about Ennis Cantor again. He got low block moves. Well, he can take those low block moves with his low point scoring average and go sit on the bench. Cause that where he belongs. You think I care about the Knicks? I care about Lala. I came to the game like I was there to see Melo. I was there to see Lala. Good Lord, that's a lot of ass. Chris Rock is already working. We gonna have a script read in my trailer, and I got just the part for you. The new movie called La La Sleep with Chris Rock. He probably in the DM right now. Oh, I heard Melo got traded. How you doing? Oh, I know this is a sad time. I'll come over right away. No, Westbrook isn't going nowhere. He's staying in OKC. Why? Because where is he going to go? He wanted to go to LA, and the Clippers were looking to lure him in a lucrative contract. The Lakers no longer want Russell Westbrook. That's off the table. Their plans is around LeBron James. So that's right, bad boy Pistons, baby. You know it. That doesn't mean I don't know the NBA and how the business works. So right now, OKC gonna make Russell Westbrook the richest player in basketball to keep him in OKC. He's not going anywhere. And by that, they're gonna have to make a team that can compete for an NBA title to keep him happy. So definitely getting Paul George. Paul George is leaving after next year. Melo's gonna be gone after next year. So they're gonna try to convince those guys to stay. Melo might stick around, maybe. I don't know. I doubt that. He's gonna probably want to go to LA or somewhere close by New York. He wants to be definitely close to New York and close to Lala. Oklahoma City right now, he could do that for a year. Well, someplace like Houston, out there, if he got a chance to play for a title and actually go to Houston, that's where he really wanted to go and be. So I could see him going there to play with Chris Paul after this year. So Paul George, I can't see staying there. I see him becoming a Los Angeles Laker by next season. and him and LeBron on the same team, that would be something in Los Angeles. Well, the offensive system that they run in OKC, that fits the freestyle basketball that Melo plays. He would fit in over there with Paul George. He pretty much knows how Paul George plays, and he could fit right in. You're gonna see Russell Westbrook will not average a triple-double this season. It's not gonna happen. Not with Paul George and Melo on the team. You can kiss all that goodbye. And he don't need to be that guy. You don't need your point guard lining up on the free throw line. That's how you get hurt. Right. There's not been, that's probably a record, what point guards lining up on the free throw line. Harden MVP is confirmed. The favorite for what? You must have just got here, Mr. Champion. Let me tell you something. Do you think they're better than Houston? No. Do you think they're better than the San Antonio Spurs? No. And do you definitely believe they better than the Golden State Warriors? Hell no. How are they going to be better than Houston and not better than the Spurs? Please, 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 please explain that to me. The Spurs play defense. They have a bench. They move the ball around. Do you realize how hard it is? And people just forgot Minnesota just gotten better. Y'all just forgot about Minnesota, huh? Minnesota, they have better chemistry players than the OKC. See, people forget about that. Well, the Bucks, yeah, they have great chemistry over in the East. And Cleveland's going to have a lot of problems with them. And this is why I keep trying to tell people, I'm like, you got to understand something. These other teams already have chemistry of knowing how to play with one another. It's only one basketball. And I keep trying to tell people, like, y'all getting caught up in all this other stuff. There's one basketball. That's it. One. It's about, you got to know how to play the game. If you don't know how to play the game of basketball, you're going to be in trouble. That's just all to it. Okay. Miss I don't know if you're a male or female, Latney, do you believe that OKC is better than the Spurs and the Houston Rockets? The Houston Rockets, who just got Chris Paul on the team. Okay. Houston only got 2 stars. Okay. All right. When the season start, don't let me tell you I told you so. Okay. Name Houston starting five. Name Houston starting five lineup. Thank you, Cristal. I appreciate that. He's like, they got Chris Paul, Harden, Ariza, Anderson, and Capella. That's their starting lineup. And on the bench, they got Eric Gordon, and they got a bunch of other players to come off the bench. Right? Bet. Now, OKC has Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, they got PJ Tucker. They also got Nene on the team. People forget about Nene. I don't know why people didn't mention Nene's on the team. And I don't know what's going on. They got Steve Adams. Loyalty speeches, oh, he's out of there. Nope, you got Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Adams, and that guy Robinson, right? That's the lineup. That's what I call him too, Robitussin. The guy who shot 33% from the free throw line in the playoffs. 33%, and he's still in the NBA. That's crazy. That's crazy. He would still be in the league. If you shot 33% from the free throw line, brother, you would not be in the league. That's how they lost the Houston series. Did anybody see Robinson is a great player? The great defensive player? Well, King Ellis, he's the reason y'all got eliminated. Remember, y'all were up like 20 points on Houston. You know how y'all lost? Robinson couldn't hit a free throw. He couldn't guard anybody. He was a problem. He shut him down so bad that he didn't do anything. I guess there's a super chat button on there and you can click it and make donations. I know, you got Singler on the team. Kyle Singler. Yeah, he's in a great defensive stance. Look at him. He still ain't reacted and the shot is going off in his face. Perfect perfect defense. Not a hand in the face, nothing. The Knicks is in a great position. They weren't predicted to go to the they weren't predicted to go to the playoffs anyway. You make Porzingis happy, he gets to run the team and build the team around Porzingis. They're a better team, yeah. They're better than Cleveland. Remember, everybody put Cleveland at number 6 when they made the power rankings last week, and we were all losing our mind just a couple of days ago. Like, why would somebody rank OKC over Cleveland? And we couldn't wrap our heads around it. Like, whoa, OKC is number 5. I made the video. Why in the world they doing that with this bum Cantor on the team? Because they knew Carmelo was coming there. They knew. The NBA knew this deal was going down. That's why they ranked OKC ahead of Cleveland. They knew. They knew. Because other than that, that makes no sense. That makes no sense in the world why OKC would be ranked number 5th and Cleveland would be ranked number 6. And you know how I feel about Cleveland. You know how I feel about Cleveland. So, basically, when they made that ranking system and came out with OKC at number 5 over Cleveland, I said, whoa. Please, don't talk about that. Don't tell me about DJ Alka-Seltzer talking about that. Only he would say something as stupid as that. He's young. He's stupid. So, that's how you do. So of course you're gonna get an uneducated basketball thing, answer like that from him. People over here, they know better. Y'all believe what DJ Alka-Seltzer said, then talking about OKC going to the NBA Finals. See, that's what a idiotic, just an average casual fan would walk in and say. Prisoner of the moment would sit there and see something like a trade go down and automatically they go into the finals. Probably a couple months ago when they got the Chris Paul trade, he probably said Houston was going. You see, it's people like that that you get your information from, and it's people like that, they show you who they are. Now when Golden State win it again, and he'll be right back on the bandwagon. Well, can nobody stop Golden State? But when you look at the team, Carmelo Anthony has always been a ball stopper. When the ball goes into him, he's either going to do one or two things. He's either going to go in the post, shake and bake, dribble the clock out, give you the ball with 3-4 seconds left, if that happens, or he's going to dribble out 15 seconds off the shot clock, if not 20. He's been known as a play killer. So if you call him a ball stopper, play killer, that's normally been his forte. That's why him and LeBron has never played together on the team, except for a dream team, because that's a whole different format. But when you give the ball to Melo, you can't give him the ball You can't give Carmelo Anthony the ball in a situation where Carmelo Anthony can't make anything happen. He got to get the ball with like 15 seconds on the clock. He's not a quick decision maker. He's got to do his, his stutter step, dribble, spin, turn, and shoot. It depends on where he is on the floor. Paul George is another guy who likes the ball in his hands. He likes to dribble. He can't handle double teams. If you give him a double team, he gets rid of the ball very quick. He panics in those situations. He's not very good with the double. You got Russell Westbrook, who knows how to facilitate. He can pass you the ball. He's not a ball stopper like people think. It's just that he doesn't understand the flow of the game. He works real hard to get 30. If he gets 35, believe me, he's huffing and puffing because he had to kill himself to get it. He goes so hard all the time when you don't have to play like that. And what he doesn't, when I mean he doesn't understand the rhythm yet, is that when Kevin Durant was playing with him, if Kevin Durant's on a roll, he hits like 4 in a row, and he's in a good rhythm, he doesn't know how to keep going back to Kevin Durant. He's thinking, Kevin Durant's hot, let me get hot with him, then we both gonna be hot. No, Kevin Durant's not that kind of player. If Kevin Durant is in a rhythm, you keep going back to Kevin Durant till that rhythm's over. You gotta let him, when he's in his groove, you don't cool him off. See, that's what Russell Westbrook didn't understand, how to do that. He thought, wow, I need to get up there with him, then we both be doing well. This is why OKC lost in the playoffs to Golden State. When Kevin Durant was hot, Russell Westbrook was shooting the ball. And then Russell wasn't hot, or he tried to make himself hot, and then he get hot. Kevin Durant is getting the ball in the worst situations, and he's just got to come down there and create a shot, and he's out there defending almost everybody on the court. Great players know how to adjust. Put some shooters and a big man with Melo. PG-13, this will be a very good basketball team. No one didn't say that. They didn't get this guys to be a very good basketball team. They got this team to try to compete for an NBA title. That's why they got him. They want to compete against Golden State. See, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not knocking the deal. This is what you're supposed to do. You want to compete against the best, the absolute best in the game. Your job is the Golden State Warriors. They're the best team in basketball. How do you compete against that? You get the best players available for your team to put you in a position to do that. Now, what people are not looking at is the other intangibles. There are other intangibles to go in hand. Golden State plays defense. They have other players on their bench. Their bench is completely deep with role players. Who's going to be the role players for OKC? All right, guys, I'm going to be right back. The live chat ain't dead. I'm just going to put it on hold for a minute. Look, I told y'all not to go nowhere. And look, the first thing you do, I can't make a phone call. No, I wanted to get some more information on this. Now, check it out. Here's the information that we came out with about talking with Cuz. What they're going to do is they're working out a way that he can go back and forth to see his son. From the school, during the school season, he's going to take trips back. And then they're going to work out, him and Lala working things out as far as how to go back to seeing his son and how he can go back to Oklahoma City. You think I want to be mayor of Chicago? Forget that. Melo approved to go to Oklahoma City. They told them Houston wasn't an option. Oh, thank you, Mr. Potter. Houston was not an option. Yep. He approved to go to OKC. So they went there and they told him, Oklahoma City, you get to play with Paul George and Russell Westbrook all on the same team. They want you. We got a deal on the table. You can get this done. If that's where you want to go, we can make that happen. And they made it happen. Right. Everybody here. That's why I say make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you can be notified all the time when we go live. So that way you get caught up on information right away. Before it even breaks on ESPN, sometimes you have the news. Well, the Cavs are done after this year. So they better get all the draft picks they can to try to build themselves up to be a contender. Because as of right now, they're done. Exactly. You have a lot of ball dominant problem. That's what people misunderstand the Golden State Warriors. We tell them time and time again. This is why Golden State is so great. They're not only an offensive threat, they're a defensive problem too. They're hard to defend. And then on defense, they know how to take you apart. Each guy plays defense. Everybody's so focused on these names. There are 3 players that you just talked about. Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony. That's it. What about the bench? What the bench is going to do against Golden State? Do you realize Steph Curry could take a break and Golden State can still be up by 10 or 20? Golden State Warriors were the #1 defensive team in the NBA. #1 in blocks. #1 in rebounds. They were the #1 team in the NBA all the way around the board. And I told you, no one who played as badly as Cleveland was going to win an NBA championship. You cannot give up 115 points a game to the opposition and expect to win an NBA title. It doesn't happen. You have to play defense. You have to be able to stop people on the floor. And when you seen that finals, it was all about interior passing. Interior defense, which when you attack someone's interior, everybody thinks Golden State is this 3-point shooting team. That's not true. They go to the paint and score a lot more than they used to. Before, they used to be just jacking up threes all the time. Now it's not like that. Now you see all the plays in the interior. When you play interior basketball, that depends on communication the most. Is in that post between players. Who's ever back there, they got to communicate in the back. So when you're attacking the inside, interior, throwing those passes down there, and you getting layups and dunks, you could tell there's a lack of communication going on in the back. And when that back don't have the communication, out of there. Straight out of there. And Golden State made a killing in the whole finals. That finals is just a highlight reel, especially game 1. They didn't even make an adjustment in game 2. They was the same thing. Interior passing. Dunk. Dunk. Layup. And then, how many times did you see this? After the play was over. Why? Because they didn't understand. When you don't understand how to work as a team, pass as a team, and basically do anything as a team, you're not going to win. I'm sorry, Mr. Burgess. You don't think I know anything. That's why I keep predicting the NBA Finals correct. That's why I keep, telling you things that's going to happen and they come true. My fault. So, until someone shows me defensively they can change the tempo of the game and change how the game is run. See, this is where Houston's problem is defensively. Houston's defense, that should be their main concern. OKC, their defense, that's a main concern. Houston is a pick and roll shooting team. They need to have that presence to go to the post. What Chris Paul can do is get to the next level and play the point position. That way, that's not Harden's forte. Harden thing is to rock you, to get you off balance so he can shoot off the pick and roll and get fouled. That's his game plan. If the game's getting out of hand, he can't do anything to get the game back on track. That's not what he knows how to do. Get everybody else involved. He becomes isolated. That's why he needs somebody like Eric Gordon to come off the bench and start lighting things up. You need guys off the bench. Houston's bench was the reason that they were winning these games. But you were focused more on the Hardens. You were focused more on all those names than you were on the actual team. CP3 can get to the next level and he can distribute. That's what they need. Somebody who can get the ball to Nene, bring a defender up so that he can make an extra pass and it opens up the opportunity for the scores. That's what you need, a guy like CP3 for. They really didn't need Melo, and I told people that. They really didn't need Carmelo Anthony. But I still think you got to get rid of your boy. He ain't going to be too happy to know he was on the trading blocks for Melo the whole season. They trying to get rid of him. So I think you still try to get rid of him to somebody. Because I don't think he's going to be happy still being there. Oh, Cantor with the Knicks? I mean, that's where he needs to be. Cantor, loyalty speeches. Well, he got traded, so there's his loyalty. I mean, that's the thing. Cantor is just a guy that's on the bench yelling. He was never any good. He was never a reason to stick around and stay in OKC. I told you last year when Kevin Durant left, y'all was like, Cantor, he's pretty good. He's a bum. And, well, I mean, what's his point averages per game? Does he even average double digit? If Ryan Anderson goes to the Pelicans and they get your man over there, that would be cool. If they get DeMarcus Cousins over there, they get Boogie. Yeah, that would be something. They can get Boogie for Ryan Anderson. That's a robbery. That's a stick-up game. But I'll tell you what, this is the most interesting NBA season in history. I would watch the NBA Finals. If it was OKC versus Boston, I would watch that. I would have no problem with that. If that was the NBA Finals, I'll be cool. LeBron James isn't in it. I'll be pulling for Kyrie. But other than that, hey, I'm cool with that. We can roll that out. No LeBron in the NBA Finals? I'm all for it. Get him out of here. I don't want to see him. I don't want to skate with him. I don't want to know him no more. The league does not need LeBron James. We don't need him. The most valuable player, and then Kevin Durant is the best player in the NBA. Period. That's not even a question. There's no player in the NBA that does what Kevin Durant can do. Not one. Oh, Kevin, I don't think Melo's gonna snap. Don't think Melo ain't finna be Melo. Melo, this is gonna be the best Carmelo you've ever seen. The best Carmelo you've ever seen. He's going through a breakup. That's nothing but anger and frustration and working out. All that stuff is what makes great players even better. You would have never saw the Black Mamba if it wasn't for that Colorado case. That Colorado case brought out the Black Mamba. Because that's exactly what happened. Oh, I'll show you the game in which the Black Mamba was born. Well, thanks, Ken. Well, that's the thing. What is OKC fans gonna do next year when Melo leave? When Paul George leave? They gonna start bringing up more cupcakes? I see how you can come to that conclusion, to think that Kevin Durant can never be better than LeBron James. Yeah, right. He's a better defender. He's a better rebounder. He can bring the ball up. Better ball handler. Better shooter. LeBron can pass better. There you go. But we won't make this that long. This has been fun. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification button. And I'm out. Enjoy the videos that's coming up next.